And welcome back, those of you on Facebook as well. We shut down for just a few minutes. So at this time, would you please welcome back comedian Pat Shea.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Slop and even stroll it at the hop, 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 hop. When the record stops spinning, you can lift your with the chicken at the hop, 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 hop. Do the dance sensations that are sweeping the nation at the hop, 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 hop. Let's go to the 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 hop. Come on, let's go to the hop. You can swing it, you can groove it, you can really start to move it at the hop. Where the jockey is smoothest and the music is the coolest at the hop.
Hello again. Oh, did you enjoy your break? Was it nice? You still look elegant with your blue. Are you having a good time? That is very good. Is everyone having a good time? Now turn to TV land and say, we're all having a good time. So you should come here if you live here. I know the first time that, well, you know what? I got the chance to open up Heaven when we did Heaven at Home a couple of months back. And I opened it with Frank Rendo. With Frank Rendo, who's a wonderful singer and comes here every month to sing for us. And so we opened it, and Samantha told us after it was, I got the right mic. I'm like, oh no! This is just stressing me out. But then, when I was talking, Frank Renda, blah, blah, blah. And then Samantha told us it was like almost 2,000 people, right? Watch that first one? Well over that. So I may not look it to you, but I'm an international star. I'm in somewhere in Bangladesh. They're like, oh, what is she saying? Why does she look like the Joker? So who knows? Anyway, I forgot to wish those of you who are celebrating happy Rosh Hashanah. I'm going to attempt to say, is it Shana? Shana Tova? Shana. No, happy Rosh Hashanah. And for those of you that I haven't seen for a while, happy St. Patrick's Day, happy Easter, happy Passover, happy Purim, happy Bosses Day, happy Administration Assistance Day, happy May Day, happy Mother's Day, happy Father's Day, happy Flag Day. Just want to make sure we're all caught up. Oh, and Memorial Day. I forgot Memorial Day, 4th of July. I grabbed the wrong paper. Labor Day, oh my gosh. So all of that, give yourselves a round of applause. Happy everything. And you all missed my birthday, but I won't talk about that. What was going on with all the hoarding? I have no idea. Did you see people hoarding the most ridiculous things? I mean, the toilet paper one had me confused. It was like, well, how much do you need? It's like people go, I have 85 rolls. What the heck are you eating? It was just a little strange. Are you all going to have like one of those wrap each other up like a mummy costume? It's like I could not figure out what people were doing. And the oddest things were missing, like really wacky stuff, like paper plates. Now, for some of us, that's called China. And plastic knives and forks, that some of us call it cutlery. So I was like, where's all my good silver? Oh, wait a minute, the plastic. But it was really strange. And then, people started like giving their friends and family toilet paper. I was like amazed by this. It'd be like, I know it's your birthday, here's 4 rolls. And I was like, that's so odd. But then I love, like, you know, the commercials where he went to Jared. No, he went to Walmart. No, that was it. And everything was just so crazy with the hoarding. I'd go down some of these aisles. I would be looking for, like, the Clorox wipes. I could have looked for the Holy Grail and found it faster, because it was like there wasn't a Clorox wipe to be had. So I got a phone call from my friend the other day. She goes, "They're in." "What?" "The wipes. They're in King Cullen, in Belmore, for about 10 more minutes." I'm like, "Well, go pick me up." "I can't. I reached my limit." So it was absolute craziness. So anyway, as I said, my son was just a little nervous with me being his only parent and his source of income. No, I'm only kidding. No, I really am only kidding. It's really very funny because he actually has an amazing job. I'm very proud of him. He works for Petco, and he creates, if you go right now to Petco, you will see all the wonderful Halloween costumes that my child designed, and all these Halloween toys that my child designed. And my brother, thank you. I did nothing except birth him, but thank you. But what's really funny is my brother goes, "You know, all those years, we just thought he was a nut." Why, thank you. And it's really funny because we have 6 of the grandchildren. 3 John has, 1 I have, and 2 my sister Mary has. And the oldest granddaughter was very sweet. She just got married. And what week did she pick to get married? March 21st. So those of you who know what that day means, by Wednesday, and the wedding was supposed to be on Friday, Jessica was like, "It's going to be terrible." And I just said to her, "You know, Jessica, move forward until someone tells you you can't." So the priest told them, "Look, I'll marry you, but I'm not marrying you on Friday, and it can't be a mass. It's going to be a ceremony. I'll do it on Saturday, and then that's it. You're the last couple." So they decided. I was very proud of them because they said the marriage was more important than the reception. Wasn't that nice? Isn't that nice? So they actually got married, but everyone canceled on them. So they had no photographer. That became me. They had no videographer. That became me. And there was like 2 people on the bride's side. One was me. The other one was my sister, and 2 people on the groom's side. So my brother cried all the way down the aisle. He's like, "This is so wonderful." And I'm like, "Oh, he's so choked up that his firstborn is getting married." My sister goes, "No, he's sad because nobody's here to watch it." But what was really lovely was we threw a little surprise reception. It could only be 5 minutes because you couldn't social distance back then. You had to like stay really far away. So we have a family joke about White Castle and champagne. We only do the good stuff in my house. So we had White Castle champagne out on the street. And we're like, "Okay, you got 5 minutes. Here. We had a little cake for them and everything. So the priest has now closed up the church. He's pretty much told the whole parish, "I'm sorry, we're not marrying anyone." He comes out and he sees this bunch of crazy Irish people like toasting each other with champagne and eating White Castle. He just looked at us and went, "I'm going back inside." It was very, very funny. But it was wonderful, and they are married, and we're so happy for them. And what was funny was, you know, when you go back and you think, "Am I boring you? Am I getting like too long? Maybe I should shorten my story." All right. How's Betty, by the way, Veronica? Just asking for a friend, not for me. But anyway, what was really funny about Jessica was she was not the first grandchild that got married. The first grandchild was my nephew, Christopher, and he got married like 10, 15 years ago. And we're all watching. Now, this was the first time we were the adult table. It was very scary because it's like, we're like, "Oh, where are we sitting?" And we sit down, and I'm like, where are the older people? We are the older people. So we're sitting there, and then they start their first dance. It's so beautiful. And they were dancing, and I'm watching, and my niece Jessica comes over, and she puts her arms around me, and she goes, "We're all grown up, Aunt Pat." And I'm like, "That's true, you are." She goes, "Look at them. They look so happy." I go, you're right. She goes, it's hard to believe that that's the same Christopher that we used to lock down the basement at Grandma's and call him a mental patient. Thanks for that memory, Jessica. I really, really appreciate that. Oh my goodness. But anyway, so they're off and they're happy. But what was really funny was they took their honeymoon, because they're teachers, during the summer. And everywhere they went, shortly thereafter, they'd go, there's a spike in North Dakota. There's a spike in South Dakota. I go, are you guys bringing it around with you? Don't do that. That's bad. But anyway, so we have such a treat for you right now. Every time these two come here, people cannot breathe. And it's not because of the mask, I'm telling you. These masks. But it was so funny because at the gym, I was just like, felt like I was going to hyperventilate. I'm like laying there. That has nothing to do with the story. I'm sorry. I think what's happening now is I'm wearing the mask and a lot of the oxygen is leaving my head. And I start just chatting about things that have nothing to do with anything. I'm very sorry, the people at home. Anyway, people in Bangladesh, I love you still. I did want to show you my new shirt. It says, abs are great, but have you tried donuts? That personally is my new mantra. Abs are wonderful, try the donuts. This company, if you get a chance, they're called Goodness Gray shirts. I have been hysterical all week. They had one that said, irony, the opposite of wrinkly. I love that one. Then there was one that said, I got the cake one. Oh, anyway, it doesn't matter. There I go again. I'm out of oxygen.